So if you go to this frame of minifigs here, the top is DC, and they're mostly customs. And then the next three rows are Spider-Man. And then on the bottom, you'll see there's Ted Lasso, there's Guardians of the Galaxy, and then over here's the boys. Now the bottom one is where I think you're gonna find it more interesting. You'll see them, which are interesting, right? So like Julia, we got on the tour.
I got Julia.
Kevin Henkel was the ambassador. Stuart Harris, we met him. He signed our set.
Yeah, dude.
And then these, so here's Kjeld Kirks, the founder's son. President, president, president. So these are the three presidents who haven't been from the family.
Okay.
And then these are Lego house ones we got. And then this was one I got at a thrift store when we were in Denmark.
What?
Yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. These are from Comic-Con last year, these three. Mm-hmm. And same with that little frame. Those were all the things that came
Is that
with
How to
Comic-Con.
Train Your Dragon? What is that?
It's Ninjago, and it's something special. I'm not a great Ninjago
I'm not either.
knowledge person, but then this guy here, so the story is here. The 501st, you know who they are?
Yes.
They did something for a Legoland. I don't remember, I would have to look it up. And then Legoland was so appreciative that they printed a bunch of minifigs, and they printed different minifigs for the different 501st. So like the North American, the German. And so there's a bunch of different versions of this for the different 501sts.
Wow.
And so that's kind of what that is. My wife had the idea of putting the bricks in there and kind of displaying it, which I like. I think it's pretty cool. I am not a reseller.
Right.
I do not sell my sets. If I have a friend that needs something and I have multiples that I don't have a plan for.
You will not see a collection like this anywhere else of someone that is just simply collecting. You really won't.
Probably not.
If it's someone collecting like this, they are collecting because they are a reseller, but Jason just likes Lego.
I do. Start out here, you got brick heads. You have, as far as exclusivity.
Jack and Sally.
You got Jack and Sally.
God,
this one was a gift in China. This is another copy of that one that's downstairs. I just have to build these. I'm not going to keep them in the box.
So you got multiples of a handful of these.
Yeah, not a lot of them.
And you build the ones that you have duplicates of, or even
I'm going to build all of them.
Wow.
I'm not
even the extra ones.
The extra ones I probably won't build.
I love the brick sketches.
Yeah, I like them too. I'm kind of surprised they didn't release anymore.
The Joker one, what I think is so cool about this one too, when you turn it left and right, it's like that one piece of art where like
they follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really do. We got a clock. We love a clock.
I have, just random clocks. You'll find it all over the place up here.
Cool.
None of them set to the correct time.
Now this is.
So then these are.
This is insane. This is we're talking probably nearly every CMF series.
Well.
A lot of them.
And it's just because I haven't had a chance, but you see they're kind of grouped together. So this is a whole series of Series 4.
That's brilliant that you did that. That's really, truly brilliant.
You know, so I have multiples because sometimes I just buy them. So that's the German team. So I went through and found all the ones I needed.
Muppets.
Disney 100.
Disney 100. I mean,
there's
the Halloween set.
Series 4. Here's Looney Tunes. And then you'll see over there's a bunch there.
And these are some that are built. We got like Series 14, we got Series 16.
Mm-hmm. So then if you come down, you got flowers.
Okay, so those botanicals.
Yeah, so supposedly my wife is gonna do these. We'll see. You go down from there, you got the Eiffel Tower, you got the new castle, and then this was a white whale of mine, and I found it for that one, what would be considered an excellent price, and I just pulled the trigger, you know?
Yeah.
Right here, those are actually, so it's the brick-built Ollie, and then there was a brick-built minifig, and that's what those are. Those will probably be one of the next things I do. So then over here, you'll see you got City and Creator, right? Mm-hmm. And then down here, you got modulars for the most part.
We love the clocks.
Yeah, you got Ninjago clock up there. Come down here, if we start at the bottom, you got Coliseum.
There's Panther Bust, we have
the heads.
Which technically Sanctum is a modular. Wolverine claws.
Wolverine, different Batman, Batmobile. So this is the old Eiffel Tower. I actually got this on a Whatnot auction.
Wow.
Yeah, so
We have all of like the Lunar New Year sets.
the NASA sets. Then we got some Harry Potter right here. You got
The bank. Designed by George and Justin. Yeah.
so Spider-Man is obviously like my dude.
Yes. We've learned this today.
So in here, the first Spider-Man set is in here. So that is
Studio set.
the first Spider-Man set. You got the Spider-Man bridge, which I plan on putting together and putting 2 of them, that's why I have 2, to span an area of my river in my city. You have the old Sanctum, which I had bought 2 of because I was like, I'm going to make it a big modular, right?
And you got the big modular.
And then the big modular came out. So when we were in the vault at Lego, someone was telling me that there was a Wright Brothers plane because we were looking at the Sopwith Camel and the Red Baron plane. And they're like, well, there's a Wright Brothers plane. I had never seen it. So we went and we found it. And then while we were standing in there, I went on eBay and bought it.
Wow. I had no idea you did that.
Then we go up here. Now this is kind of my more exclusive area, we'll say.
We got the Lego House exclusive sets.
I have all the Lego House exclusive sets. And for most of them, I have at least 2. So for instance, this is the injection mold machine. This is the Dagny home set. This one is the Pirate. These are the boxes and the certificates of those maquettes that we looked at downstairs. Yeah. This is the VW.
Oh yeah, that's like one of the first expert cars.
So then we get into a hodgepodge of stuff. So a lot of Bricklink sets.
Wow.
I have almost all of them.
Now this is the Nutcracker that was an employee gift.
Yeah, so then this is like employee gifts here.
Oh, I'll take back
so
here in the corner.
You have, well, this isn't an employee gift, but you have the Emerald Knight. This is an employee gift. So that's a 2023 employee gift. Back here, I have all of the campuses. There's a whole bunch of them back there. These are all Bricklink sets. I got this for my wife to build because, you know, she built the birds and I thought it was cute.
And what's cool about this one compared to the other one is like, obviously the small one's very small, but this bigger one, the smoothness that
yeah, the snot technique is really cool.
Looks really
on
good.
that. And then the planes. You ever watch J.K. Brickworks? He's the one who designed this. He designed the maze. This is the one you were talking about before.
Yeah, these are the insects, right. So this is a GWP area?
Yeah. Then you go down and you get into the cars on the top. This area kind of gets into the, okay, what can I fit there area? Quite honestly. You know, there's kind of a wide hodgepodge of stuff. You'll see like the Ideas dinosaur set over there, and then you got Transformers, you know, you got the Crocodile locomotive, Back to the Future set, Saturn, Stranger Things. This set I was really excited for. Kingfisher I think is beautiful.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
The little Taj Mahal. Down here I got some Harry Potter, Lego Movie, Ninja Turtles, some Minecraft. These are cool. These are the micro Ninjago City ones.
I officially now have all 4, so I can build my micro Ninjago
I have all
City.
of them. Then they were getting rid of like Friend sets, Queer Eye sets. They were getting rid of them for just ridiculous prices. So, you know, there's plenty of good pieces there. So I snapped up what I could find. The Ninjago docks, Monkey Kid, a couple Bowsers, car. So then we got a D&D. I bought this in Billund.
Saturn V.
Thank you.
Bought a door.
Some friends. And then it looks like I have an art problem. I have enough Iron Man, Batman, and Sith sets to choke a cow. I have a reason for all of them. Like with the Batman, there's multiple different versions you can do, right? And with like the Iron Man and the Sith sets, there's a bunch of Spider-Man ones you can do that you can get kind of instructions for online. That's the plan with those. Additionally, I have 2 more world maps. So one is going to be Game of Thrones, and the other one's going to be Ahsoka.
Wow. I love the Rolling Stones. I love the Great Wave. I mean, the greebling on this one is just
amazing.
And like, arguably, this greebling on this too, it's just all the same color, right?
Yeah.
But it's like you have all these little textured pieces. I think it's great. Not a lot of people. And do you know about the underneath the tongue? It has the year of when the Rolling Stones was founded.
Oh, I didn't know
This
that.
is an anniversary set. So it's got 62 underneath the tongue.
Oh, that's
in
really
like
cool.
orange, I think, or something. The minifigure count on this set is in.
It's ridiculous.
It's the Avengers Tower, by the way, for those who don't know. But it's insane. I mean, and like some of these figures, like that's just incredible.
Yeah.
It looks so the
They're great looking
transparent
minifigs.
legs. I mean,
these are all architecture sets, so you'll see a wide variety there. Some of them I've got doubles for, like I got like 3 of the Great Wall, so I can kind of expand that out, right? So then this is Star Wars, mostly right here and down here. So we got the big Millennium Falcon, Star Destroyer. You got the other Star Destroyer there. The box next to that is Darth Maul.
Just for those that are wondering, a brand new sealed version of this goes on Bricklink for about $5,000 or $6,000, I think.
So then I got a bunch of the UCS sets. Again, it's just building them, you know. I get in kind of a mode where I'm like, okay, like recently I got into a bricker builds mode, and I was just building bricker build sets. It was just like
Get into a flow state.
Yeah.
Lego building it can be hard on your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Sealed Voltron.
Steamboat Willie, Mickey and Minnie, 2 loop coasters, another football stadium, haunted house, space shuttle, the castle, and then 2 Barracuda bays and 2 more tree houses. The tree houses were all of a sudden on Amazon for like, it was really cheap. And so I started kind of loading up on those. So then these are kind of seasonal. Let's call these seasonal. Here's all like the different village ones. If we come over here, here's where we get more bricker build sets.
Wow. Oh,
So
the Bo-Katan
there's
helmet.
Bo-Katan, Crash Bandicoot,
Whoa.
the Uka Uka mask.
Yeah.
And then the weapons from Ninja Turtles. There's an Aku Aku mask. This is Luke Saber.
Whoa.
This is Oksana Saber. Turtwig.
Turtwig.
Dig Little. Charmander.
And so when you order from Bricker Builds, like this is how it comes, right?
Yeah, this is how it goes. There's a Darth Vader bust. Little Triceratops fossil.
yeah.
I'll put that with the dinosaur eggs downstairs once I build it. And then here's more helmets. Captain Rex, Boba Fett, and Mando plushies.
Oh man.
This is like different boxes. So like those
like the
Hong Kong coins that were downstairs, the 90th anniversary set, the 90th anniversary coin that was downstairs, that duck. And you said, oh, it's a duck coin. That goes in there. This is more bricker builds. So you got Pikachu, different Pokeballs. Here's Squirtle. And then there's an Iron Man, Captain America shield. There's the D&D minifig, poly bags. So this is Toys R Us. This is a carousel. This is a Ferris wheel. These are the cards that came with them.
And then a few sets on the table.
Assembly Square all of a sudden went like on sale. And so I bought a couple of those. The Museum Modular, I got 3 of those.
Yeah.
The Batman set is probably one of the next ones I'm gonna build. And then more of the Bricklink sets. I think that's the most recent wave. So I got these on eBay, and they're the displays for the CMFs, you know, that were hanging in the store.
Like how cool would it be to have a D&D one of those?
I would love it. So it's just a matter of finding more. So far, I've only found these 2 from one seller in England, and I've never seen more for sale. So if anyone knows of someone, put them in touch with you and call me.
Yeah, anyone seeing any of these bags and you know where to buy them, let me know. So yeah, this is the warehouse of unopened sets. Downstairs you saw the more of a showcasey collection, and this is an entire pool house that Jason has to himself. So Jason and I are now going to be building a couple of the brickheads that are up from his collection. I'm building Jack and Sally. And what are you building, Jason?
I am building Iron Spider and Ahsoka.
Let's go. What is your favorite Lego theme?
Well, it is hard to make that decision. You can see the variety I have upstairs. Ninja Turtles harkens back to when I was a kid. The Monkey Kid stuff. There are some interesting things happening in there that I'm like, well, yeah, I wanna learn about that. I wanna play with that. Voltron. I mean, Voltron, that one hit about 1 million different feels for me.
The nostalgia, playability, right?
So are you going to any conventions this year?
I don't have anything planned. You know what I did go to recently? The Art of the Brick. Nathan Sawaya, dude, yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. Do you think that Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? Or both?
I would say both. In that it's got Halloween looks, but it's got a soul that is more in the spirit of Christmas.
I agree with that sentiment. I can see an argument being made for both. I also personally think that it is both.
I think people get too caught up in general in needing to define something. What's the point?
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is to you.
See, folks, this is what happens when you build Lego. You get deep.
Lego Friends minifigs. Thoughts?
I don't love them. The thing that's been driving me nuts recently is some of the newer IPs are exclusive to Lego Friends, and I think that they would reach a larger audience if they didn't make them exclusive to that style of Lego.
I think that is maybe the wisest thing you've ever said. I am so sad that the Wicked sets are just friends.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Because Wicked is the first play that my wife and I saw together. I was so excited when they're like, these are gonna come out. And now it's like, I look at them and it's like, I mean, yes, it's Lego, but
It just feels cheap.
it doesn't, they're mini dolls.
Yeah. I think that kids would be buying them regardless. The adults, not so much. When the Brickheads line first started, I was a little bit skeptical, but the more that I have built these, the more in love I am with them.
I think the fun thing with these in general is you always learn some interesting ways to accomplish something.
Man, what a legendary afternoon at Jason's place. Insane collection, insane unopened collection, and then to be able to get to build a set with Jason was just so cool and so surreal. I mean, our time in Billund at the LEGO Inside Tour was profound, to say the least. Just to be able to kind of revisit that a little bit with Jason and see what his collection has accumulated to over the years is just really, really cool stuff. Thank you so much, Jason, for letting me join you for a little bit of an afternoon. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. I'm hoping to do more of these, so if any of you out there are wanting me to document your collection, send me a message, just comment. We can get a dialogue running.